Alright, welcome to another episode of Something and Nothing, and today we have in mail smiley face. I like these boxes. They usually send way too big boxes from Amazon than what they need, but if I think what this is, I ordered this for my daughter. Let's see what's inside anyway. Alright. Made in China. Okay, this is a product made by Tranquilo. Thank you for your purchase, Tranquilo Outdoors. I believe I paid $40 for this. My wife agreed and my daughter wanted to have one of these in her room. I said it would look better outside, but she wanted it in the room when she's reading. So I said, why not? I'll leave that. Okay. So far I see stitching is a little bit, I mean the knots are okay. Let's unwrap it. Okay, there should be a hook here. Very good, very good. So, it's a hammock. A chair hammock. Let's inspect these things a little bit, make sure everything is good. This part is good. Good, this wood is sturdy. Alright, this is decoration. Yeah. Okay, we like it. Let's push it up. Alright. Okay, everything looks good so far. No holes. Yeah, good, good. Alright, let's put it up and let's see how it looks once it's hooked. Here's the hammock. I mounted it. Let me show you something really important about this hook on top, because if you don't do it right, it's not going to hold, it's not going to stand there. So let's get into the attic and I'll show you what I did. Okay, first of all, very important, try to do this really early in the morning or really late at night, because it gets unbearable hot, especially here in Texas. So the way I orientated myself, and you can do it in many other ways, but this was just easy for me. I found where the AC duct goes inside the sheetrock, as you can see down there. Okay, so I measured from there back to where I wanted to have it, and then I looked to see where can I put it. So I found this, and you're gonna most likely find that with a stud finder, but that's not enough thick. You need to actually put it into this. Why? Because it needs to go into 2 inches. So if you just go through that, that's not going to hold, that's not going to be enough. So what I did is, let me show you right here. Okay. Come on, stay to the side. Alright, so I drilled a tiny, tiny hole right there above my finger. The smallest drill bit, it's like maybe a little bit thicker than the needle. Just a small, small hole. 2 inches away from here. So I went 2 inches back, drilled it in. So I know where I am. I positioned myself because I could see the hole from the bottom. I measured this and I measured this. So let's say that this is 3 inches right here. So you know that this is 3 inches, so you go from here to here, it's 3 inches underneath, so you know exactly where you are. And then I went 2 inches this way, so I got to here. So once I got to here, this is enough thick, so because you need to go in 2 inches, so let's say that this is about 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more, so you only have 1.5 inch penetration into here, but that's enough. But you have to be really in the center. So what you do is 2 inches, and this is 1.5 inches, so split that in half, it's 3/4. So you go from that hole 2 inches and 3/4, and then you go 1.5 inches, or depending how this thick is, 1.5 inches back, and you're in the center right here. So now if you want to do it a little bit more accurate, you can drill 2 holes, one here 2 inch and another one right here, still the same 2 inches, and you measure exactly the same distance back, and then you split it in half. Very, very simple. And once you get to where you need to be, you drill up, and then you just screw that hook into this. Now you're gonna go through this, but the threads on the hook are gonna mostly hook into this part right here. All right, this is very important that you do it that way, because I mean, you can find a way to do it, but you want to be into thick wood, especially if you're gonna have kids hanging from there. Anything else, I would not. I would just find with a stud finder where I need to be. But since that's gonna need to hold, and maybe sometimes even 2 kids, because when you're not looking, who knows if 2 kids are not being up there hanging from it. So that's kind of important. Now this is some of the tools that I use, but pretty much you need a drill. If you want to do that little mark, you would use the smallest drill that you have. I use something like this. And then to drill the hole, I use the 1/4 inch bit. Okay, now let's talk about the hooks in the hammock. Alright, the hooks that this came with, a swivel, because the hammock doesn't come with any hooks or anything, you have to get your own. It came with these hooks. A lot of people have complained about it, said they're not good, they go bad, whatever. I asked my friend who does climbing for work, and he said, just get yourself a swivel like this, what they use when they need to use. And he gave me these 2 carabiners that he used for climbing. So what I did here is, kids sometimes they just want to spin. There you go, spinning. They want to swing in this direction, fine. They want to swing in this direction, fine. Any direction they would like to swing. You see what's happening with the swivel? It's going to position itself so that you can swing in any direction you want. If you would just hook it with a carabiner there and hook it to this, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get into a point where you're going to be in a bind, and you're not going to be able to swing, or if you do, you're most likely going to be destroying that hook, or maybe even the ceiling. So once you have it, the first thing you want to do before you let your kids climb on it, you want to really slowly sit into it. Make sure that it's going to hold. For safety, if you want, well, I have a cushion there, but you could put something underneath, like maybe an air mattress. Something that if you fall, you don't hurt yourself. So what I did is, I hang on it. As soon as I put that hook, I put the first carabiner and I pull myself up, and it held me. So then once I put all of this in, I sat in and I swing a little bit, I spun a little bit, everything is fine. I trust it. I know it's good. Okay? So just remember, if this is for your kids, even if it's for you, be on the safe side. Test it just a little bit to make sure that it's good. And when it comes to your carabiners, use something good. Don't just, I mean, you've done all of this work for it to hurt you. It's not worth it. The swivels, they are a little bit expensive, but they will last for the lifetime. Now, if you're doing this outside, same thing. Be careful, but on outside you have the elements, so you have to be every once in a while, test it, check it, make sure that it's good. Don't just let anybody jump on it and get yourself hurting somebody. So overall, I'm really happy with the hammock. It looks great. In the room looks good. Sorry for the mess. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. This is my daughter's room, so I'll get all of this straightened up, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna be really, really happy. Now, you might say that this hammock is a little bit tall for the kid, but that's not a problem. You just add another carabiner, and there you go. You're lower. So I have more carabiners. I have actually more of those. So if that's the case, if she says that it's too tall for her, I'm gonna add another carabiner. So it's not a problem. There you go. Thank you for watching, guys, and I hope I helped you make up your mind if this is worth. And remember, I'll always keep on the comments below. Actually, I'm gonna always keep in description. If something changes, if something breaks here, or I see something that I did wrong or it's not right, I will keep you posted on it. And if you think I did something wrong, please let me know. This is the first time I mounted this, and hopefully it works. Thank you for watching again. Bye.